Hi. Today, I will share with you the rule of 10%. It was 1992, and my mother and I were walking through our neighborhood. It was midday on a sunny Sunday. I was running around until I suddenly stopped. I saw a man in dirty clothing under an overpass. He was crouched down, holding a spoon in one hand and a lighter in the other. I took a step in his direction when he turned his head and looked me straight in the eye. I stood there, frozen in time. Kevin, kom nou eens hier, my mother yelled, which is pretty normal because she's Dutch, and I was her 5-year-old son locking eyes with a heroin addict. We lived in a rough neighborhood in the outskirts of Amsterdam. My father had left when I was only 4 years old. Drugs, crime, and broken families painted the picture of the streets I grew up in. I saw no signs of a happy life, love, or a desirable future. For us, life simply was surviving. Despite this all, I had a burning desire. A desire for more. A desire for love. A desire to create my own loving family. 10%. When I was 22, the distance between my desire and I was greater than ever before. Every relationship I started died a quick and often painful death. My love life resembled a horror movie. Every time I started dating someone, I would build her up to be the one. This would either end in me losing interest or me coming on way too strong and her ending it. Nevertheless, I had to do things differently. But what? I was so scared of the unknown, I did nothing. Instead, I numbed my feelings and fell into an emotional isolation. After a year of darkness, I was at an all-time low. I felt sad, overwhelmed, and alone. I closed my eyes, and to my surprise, I saw something. Clear as day, I saw the words, "As long as you do what you did, you'll get what you got." As long as you do what you did, you'll get what you got. For the better part of my life, I've been insecure about who I was. I was too scared to take a stand for what I believe I deserve. No more. I deserve to have love in my life. I deserve to make my dreams come true. I deserve happiness. I stepped into a new world. A world without any limitations. A world in which everything was possible. In the spring of 2012, I worked 4 jobs. This took up all of my waking hours. Then and there, I made a decision. More time for finding love. In that manner, I remade choices in every aspect of my life. I remade choices to align my actions with my desires. 10%. I changed my life. I started cooking and went from takeout menus to cookbooks. I started working out and went from once to twice a week. I started a dating profile and shifted my chances from lust to love. It just didn't go as fast as I wanted. And I started to wonder, should I just quit internet dating? And if I stop, what do I do with a date that I've already planned? Do I just cancel it? This resulted in a marathon of inner dialogue. Will I go? Won't I go? Will I? Won't I? Will I? Won't I? Okay, I'll go. Reluctantly, I took the tram to our rendezvous. 10%. And there, I met her for the first time, Eva. This was the most significant encounter that I've ever had. We sat in a small bar and talked for hours and hours straight. She asked me all of these questions about who I am and what inspires me in life. She blew my mind. I never met someone like her before. The bar closed down and we weren't even nearly done with our conversation. And after we said our goodbyes, just before we left, she kissed me. Our first kiss. The weeks and months after our first kiss, it only got better and better. And after 6 months, we decided to move in together. Finally, I had found what I've been searching for all these years. She is the one I was working towards. She is the one I knew existed without having any proof. She is more than I ever dreamed of. Eva also had a long ways to travel. She had a desire for a loving family of her own, and she stood tall for what she believed she deserved. She made hard decisions to align her actions with her desire. Just a few weeks ago, we were walking in the park, and she told me that us being together is her dream come true. If there's one thing you'll take away from this story, let it be the thing she said next. All you need is 10%. When all odds are stacked against you, when there's no sign of your desire, when everybody tells you you're either wrong or insane to believe, when you manage to fully believe in your goals 10% of the time, you will achieve your goals. Usually, this is the part where we live happily ever after. But before we do so, I want to introduce to you someone very, very special. Will you give a warm round of applause for the love of my life, Eva? Give her a warm welcome. Give her a warm welcome. I can only imagine that being on stage like this is a bit uncomfortable.
And a surprise.
And a surprise.
Even you being on stage is kind of a surprise.
For your information, about up to 15 minutes ago, she didn't know I was going to speak here today. And 16 minutes ago, she didn't know she was going to attend this event. So it's quite a surprise.
Yes.
I also believed more than 10%. And I'm so grateful that I did. It's my goal in life to be the best man and father that I can be. It's my dream to support each other in achieving our purpose in life. And I can promise you my unwavering 10%. By sharing with you all that I am and all that I believe I will be, I can finally ask you the question I've been dying to ask. Eva, will you marry me? Thank you. Thank you.
Proost.
Proost.
Ja, dit is nog eens wat.
Ja. Cheers.
We hebben ook nog een ander cadeautje. Geen 3 handen. Maar we hebben ook nog een leuke fles. Die is ons aangeboden door Schuttelaar. Dit is waarom sommige mensen ook wijnproeverijen hebben gedaan. Dus ik geef hem even aan jou.
Dankjewel.
Alsjeblieft.
Dankjewel. En
Gefeliciteerd.
dankjewel, Schuttelaar. Dankjewel.
Ja. Ja. Misschien nog 1 applaus. Neem maar mee.